Hello guys, and welcome to episode 4 of my Armoured Fury campaign in WARNO playing on the PACT side. Previously, we had an incredible battle against the Germans. It was an absolute bloodbath, a really difficult fight, where we lost quite a lot of our T-64s, but we inflicted so much damage. They've lost the majority of their Leopards in the Panzer Battalion 21. They've lost the majority of their artillery in the Panzer Artillery Battalion. The Panzer Grenadier Battalion lost a lot of its Milan 2s, and the Pioneers lost a bunch of their Pioneers with Carl Gustav. So it worked out kind of nice, but we have more follow-up to do today. So I unfortunately can't move the 2nd Battalion of the 79th out of the way to bring up more stuff, but we can still utilize some of this. So let's get the 1st Battalion of the... Actually, we'll do the 1st Battalion of the 79th, maybe, to go here. And then the 1st Battalion of the 40th can go here. That will give us our 2 frontline units. I can maybe move units out of the way like so, and bring in my command as an auxiliary. But let me just check what would happen if I were to attack these. So it would be another pretty crazy fight. I noticed last time they brought in the aircraft, but they didn't use them. We brought in aircraft, we ended up hitting a bit of a brick wall. What would the map be like for this one? It's actually a pretty good map for us. Longer the better, really. Because whilst the Leopards are more accurate at us at range with their guns, our T-64s, of course, have the ATGMs. So they have an Aufklärungs battalion. It's mostly just Leopard 1A, 1A1s, though, and then the Lux and the Racid. The Racid's going to be a pain because it's going to give them good info. Will they be able to reinforce with any artillery? I actually don't know. We can't see any artillery further back, and they could easily bring that in, so I'm not convinced that I want to use my grads yet by moving them up. We're not going to bring in air support. If I were to move the AA forwards, I think we can cut off their air support, so we'll do that. Yeah, that's taken away their ability to bring air. Okay, hopefully they still fight this. It's tactical battle, and we'll jump on in. Yeah, they did. Okay. Another serious fight on our hands. We want them to commit to these fights, because then we have an opportunity to destroy more things all at once. And that's just way more fun than having to pick off smaller units individually. You might be wondering why I would want to fight a big battle when I could avoid it, but it's way more fun. Right, center Boris. Boris is basically ours for free. I may be able to use these buildings for ATGMs. Did they bring in any artillery of their own? They didn't. It's just the Panzer Grenadier, Panzer Battalion, and the Aufklärungs Battalion. So I am kind of safe to use the Conquers in these situations. Just have my recon try and lock this down early on. And then the Conquers can move in there as well. For recon out in the open, I'm going to want to use the BRMs, and those are going to be with my tanks. So I'm not going to forward deploy them, we're just going to have them a bit further back with the T-64s. We're going to be using T-64s in large numbers to attack center, and then eventually Anna. So yeah, we could just stack all of these tanks on this side. We just take this, protect this bridge and the surrounding area on this side. I may need to push up here as well. The AI does like to flank around this side, I have seen that before. Let's bring up a recon to unload here. We'll just let the EMP-1 go a bit ahead. We'll have that covered. I'll probably keep maybe a BRM back here for now that can keep eyes on the bridge. I might also want to bring a second BRDM so that I can keep eyes on the left flank as well. So let's bring that with us. Don't need to worry about AA. I think it's just more tanks, maybe some BMP-2s. You will need a little bit of infantry, I think, to push through. I don't know. Maybe not yet. Just bring some of those T-64s. Just one unit of Monosraki and a BMP, just in case. Alright, let's get going. So we'll move up to here, and then we'll spread out and start attacking that objective. I'll bring up a grenade launcher there. It actually comes in with a BMP-2AG. That's cool. These 2AGs are pretty good because they get their own grenade launcher. And they also have the Conkers. So yeah, that's a really nice combo for 0. Actually, so it is 1 point. That can sit there alongside the grenade launcher. So it'll be double grenade launcher. Yeah, they've seen us, they're backing off. From here, I think the Conkers should be able to harass these units. At least that's what I'm hoping. We are going to want to get artillery in. I also need to get a leader over here. Just bring in one of these cheap leaders. These leaders are pretty interesting. You can see like they're just a proper command vehicle with the antenna. Pretty cool. A big push of T-64s. Let's try and get into some good positions here. We did lose the BMP that I moved forwards, and it looks like they're coming. They're coming for this hard. Okay. That is not what I expected. The AI is really catching me out of late. This poor leader might be in trouble. I thought it was much more likely that we would bump into stuff on this left side. Just baiting the second shot here. Good. Let's have the Monosraki move forwards there. They didn't fully commit to pushing across the bridge. Interesting. Well, we're going to get my T-64s to kind of build up behind the point, and then we can make a push to the other side of the island.
Взвод построен и ждет приказов. Развернем здесь наблюдательный пост. Жду новых указаний. Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Наше дело правое. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. На связи. Так точно, товарищ командир.
Gonna keep moving up a little bit here.
Хорошо горит.
Need to get on top of
Броня
that
на связи.
Jaguar.
Мехвод, к ориентиру вперед. Громко и четко. Торможу. Это маневренно. Товарищ командир. Хорошо горит.
A really nice tank line. Moving up here, clearing everything out.
Проверка связи.
Pairing a couple on the rear.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
I'll just have to be prepared for if they try and push across this bridge.
Проверка связи. Прием. Шире шаг.
So far, I think we're in a really good spot. Other than this, over here, sacrificing my Conquers, I was like, oh, the Conquers will be fine.
Давай назад.
But I
Громко
know.
и четко.
We'll have these T-64s run round to help with the Leopard there.
Слушаю, товарищ командир. Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили.
Keep the Motorosvedkas on hold fire. Or spawn road up here. We could just go towards the spawn.
Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности. Броня на связи. Так точно, товарищ командир. По вашему приказу взвод построен. Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Экипаж танка к бою готов. Пути.
Gonna leave a BMP-2 in the sector.
Пропустили? Принял. Сделаем. Движение на горизонте. Экипаж танка к бою готов.
As we get more and more points, I think I'm probably going to have to bring them over to the right-hand side. There's so much stuff over there.
Выше нас только звезды. Нас заметили.
Okay. Interesting.
Проверка связи. Прием.
A bit scared of what happens if I put this Motorosvedka in the high rise. Like in the tower here. Okay, they can't see anything. That's good.
Броня на связи.
I was a bit worried they would see
Цель. Огонь по готовности.
the
Экипаж танка к бою готов.
Motorosvedka in there, but they don't.
Заводи мотор, мы едем. К бою готов. Вперед! Броня на связи. По нам ведут сильный огонь. Товарищ командир. Движение на горизонте. Экипаж танка к бою.
I'll be able to get shots onto the Leopards, that's good.
Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности. К бою готов. Проверка связи. Прием. Молодец, наводчик.
Good kill on the recon.
Нас заметили. Движение на горизонте. Товарищ командир. Ищем цель.
I would contest this
Огонь по
sector by
готовности.
putting my leader in here, but I want to get morale victory, so we don't want to capture Anna too soon.
Жду
I want to just try and get
ваших
towards the spawn here and
Вперед! Огонь с
start
коротких!
melting them as they come in.
Еще бы чуть-чуть! Я броня!
A big blank round to the back.
На связи! Хватит сидеть! Вам что, заняться нечем? Отделение, стой! По местам!
We will keep a couple of these here because
Броня на связи! Вы уверены,
they
что
are
нам
going to push
безопасно?
back in this direction, I think.
На связи!
But we seem to have forced them off the island, so that's good.
Еще бы чуть-чуть! Назад! Назад! Боекомплекта больше нет! Проверка связи. Прием. Жду новых указаний. назад. Аккуратно. Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Громко и четко!
We're getting closer.
Танки грязи не боятся!
Oh wow. The T-64 there took a side shot, I think. Must have. From the Jag. Yeah. That's a shame. Just out of line of sight. Or just out of the front cone of that T-64. If you ever want to know, by the way, good tip, which way your tank is facing. You can see these two like diagonal lines that come out from the center. That will show you, if you hover over a tank, which way their front armor is facing. Very useful. Those sorts of situations. If you're obviously paying attention to it. Tanks try and auto-face regardless, but sometimes it doesn't quite go the way you want it. Particularly in that case, I think I gave it a reverse order. Right, we want to close range a little here if we're going to be engaging these Milans. Don't want to hit them with 8 gems. Just because it's a bit of a waste, really. I need my BRDM to move over here so that it can see the road. I'm really starting to cut off the reinforcements now. That's good kills. I'll get some supply over here, and I'm also going to start rolling over here with another recon, I think. Good. Alright, we need to smoke. A bit too far ahead of yourself there, Mr. T-64. Oh, the mortar. You're kidding me. Okay. Might be finally time to bring in some artillery. We can counter battery the mortars, but I want to try and kill the Milans in the open with the artillery. Now that we have good eyes. Just got those Milan 2s everywhere, it's so sneaky. Coming back to save the day. Hopefully he doesn't see my BRDM, I need that to stay alive. Why was my T-64 showing side armor there? I'm losing too many tanks. We ourselves are being pincered. Okay, get into cover there. And fix up using that Unimog. And these need to start backing it up. But not while we're in line of sight of an enemy tank. As long as I'm facing the right direction, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Just get back to our supply here, or BRDM is going to be in a bit of a pickle. Come on, give me that kill. So the BRDM can do a runner now. Okay, I think we recovered that pretty well. Considering the situation there, we had leopards coming in from both sides. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible. Right, Mr. Artillery, you can kill that Gepard for me, since it's stationary. Wow. Oh, God, that was tense. That was really tense. What a fight. Some of these armored engagements when I'm really trying to like push the boundaries here a little bit are crazy. Okay, good artillery fire. Hits the mark nicely. We can probably just try and hit the Milan. My Ural is used up. Bring up another one. Could be a good idea to just bring up like a 4-packer MTLBs, that'll do. I'd like to continue the pressure up there. I don't know that I can. Let's get these T-64s over to the right now. I'll leave one here. We can help cover the bridge. We'll just move him back a little bit so he's not so exposed to the left. Well, let's hope that that hits some of these Milan 2s. We'll have these two fall back because they are very unhealthy. I actually didn't, again, expect the AI to move back. I feel like the AI has been adjusted quite a lot since I was playing the previous campaign, because the way they're behaving on these maps, like, usually you can kind of learn the map and the way that the AI will react on a certain map, but I imagine it's been changed a little bit since I last had a campaign loaded up, so it's difficult to predict sometimes how they're going to do things. But in that case, like them coming back with all the Leopard 2s to try and relieve the spawn was not something that I had anticipated. Right, we're going to bring up loads more artillery since I'm sitting on a bunch of points. And we'll just probably set them all onto like fire at will. That should speed up the kills a lot. We are getting some really nice kills with the HGMs there, it looks like. That's good. Good kill on the Milan 2s. I need to kill as many Milan 2s as possible, and then we can actually start pushing more aggressively with my T-64s on this side, because we've got 7 T-64s waiting to make a bit of a play here. Recon's in a good spot.
На связи. Быстрей! Нужно нагнать своих.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Заводи мотор, мы едем.
Молодец, наводчик.
Okay, fire it well. Fire it well. Ones we're hoping will hit the Milans. Milans seem to have moved to the side though.
Проверка связи. Вперед!
I'll start making a bit of a push here with the T-64s.
Экипаж танка к бою готов. Жми назад.
Oh,
Движение на горизонте.
really?
Молодец.
Okay, well we got one back there.
По местам. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности.
I didn't expect that to get the kill.
Молодец, наводчик. Экипаж танка к бою готов. Сдаем назад.
We're gonna want to keep
Аккуратно.
pulling back here, I think.
Движение на горизонте. На связи. Достанем их из-под земли. Молодец, наводчик.
Bit worried about that leopard on the flank.
Готов.
Тормози, мы здесь подождем.
Несем потери. Задним ходом марш. Ставлю боевую задачу. Назад! Назад! По местам! Молодец, наводчик! Торможу!
And the T-64 died on this side.
Готов!
It's a mistake.
Боекомплекта больше нет! Я броня.
That's just a pure mistake. That's not just me getting unlucky. It's that annoying
Ваших указаний. Хорошо,
unit there.
Склонение 10 градусов. Огонь!
Here,
Молодец,
Jaguar.
наводчик!
Could be Milan,
Задним ходом марш!
whatever it is.
Боекомплекта больше нет! Прямое попадание!
It's not welcome.
Жду ваших указаний! Достанем их из-под земли! По местам! Молодец, наводчик! Склонение 10 градусов! Огонь!
Okay, let's just pull these back.
Назад!
We'll
Аккуратно!
play it safe from now on. I don't want to lose any more T-64s if I can help it.
Громко! Еще бы чуть-чуть! И
Really nice ambush here. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, the turrets flying everywhere. That was gorgeous.
жду новых указаний!
While I was enjoying that, we let another one die. Oh no. I'm gonna start calling that the camera attacks. It's like whenever you zoom in and something dies, because you're enjoying it.
Подходить.
Разведвзвод в вашем распоряжении! Хорошо горит! Обнаружен противник! Приготовиться к бою! Есть во внимании! Стой!
Okay, we've got 37 kills to go.
Проверка связи! Прием! Вперед! Ищем цели! Экипаж танка к движению на горизонте! Выходим на рубеж атаки! Так точно, товарищ командир! Жду приказов!
And they're actually fully coming across that bridge now.
Прочесать периметр! Связаться над границей!
Take out the Rasid and then the leopard might be blind.
На развод! Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
Not so lucky.
Всем залечь.
Yeah, I can break line of sight this way.
Молодец, наводчик.
Nope.
К бою готов. Движение на горизонте.
We got a couple T-64s that can sit in this tree line.
Есть такая профессия. Родину защищать. Боеприпасы заканчиваются.
I'll let that
Товарищ
happen again.
командир. Ищем цель. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. По цели огонь. Броня на связи. Молодец, наводчик.
We'll have the leader just get behind the side blocker there.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Боекомплекта больше нет.
Just got the shot off in time.
Владислав.
The leopards are still absolutely brutal.
Капитан, куда
Their accuracy is just so pinpoint.
Хорошо горит. Боекомплекта больше нет.
Впереди противник.
На связи. Молодец, Владислав. Несем потери. Задним ходом марш. К бою готов. Молодец, наводчик.
Right, we've got a couple new ones here.
Огонь
We
по
can hopefully deal with
готовности.
this one.
Товарищ командир. Проверка связи. Молодец, наводчик. Еще бы чуть-чуть и... Громко и чё...
There it is. What an engagement. Okay, 180 kills, 39 losses. I am thoroughly enjoying this. It might seem like, oh, I'm making mistakes and stuff, but man, it's tense. It's tense. Every time I'm watching a Leopard 2 engage my T-64, it just makes me hold my breath because I don't know like if I'm gonna just make a mistake or if it's gonna just side shot me or something like that. I'm just trying to pay attention as best I can. Oh, crazy. Crazy stuff. So we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 T-64s. That is not good. But they're all to Leopard 2A1s more or less, other than that cheeky mortar kill in the Milan. We destroyed a lot more than that, I think. Okay. Well, that unit's now disorganized.
Good hit on one.
Do we have much more follow-up? I think we do, funnily enough. We can still attack them more. So this unit has lost a lot of its Leopard 2A1s now. The Panzergrenadier Battalion got smacked about. The Aufklärungs Battalion lost a lot of its 1A1A1s. There's still a fresh unit, though, on the backside there of Leopard 2A1s, and they're all 3-bet. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm saying that like it's not on elite difficulty when it definitely is. We can shift back with this unit and then we can make another engagement happen. Probably against the Jaeger battalion. And then they'll be able to bring in their command, the Sicherungs, and the Leopards, I think. Let me just move up one of these. See what's happening. We'll stay on the road here. What's their strength going to look like? 17 on defense. And we're 11 on attack. If I bring another unit, we'll just move that unit there. I think I'm actually just going to bring the helicopters in, and they can help defend if there's a counterattack. Also, I'm only going to be committing 2 tank units here. We have a third one. So Where can that go? He can go there. I think this is the engagement. Unless I want to engage and kill the Panzer Grenadier Battalion. That would be a total victory. Even if the Jaeger Battalion joined down. We could auto-resolve that. And then I bring in this unit. And that's been able to engage, so that kind of uses up all of those. Going to be a tough fight. I could bring in aircraft just because, and then it would give me more in-game sort of income. But we know that there's the AA net up, so let's not do that. Okay. I don't know how this map's going to play out, actually. I don't think I've seen this much in campaign. Oh, maybe I have. Yeah, I'm just not used to it. Seeing it from that direction, you play it from the other direction. Yeah, okay. Well, should be an interesting fight. Let's see how we get on. So usually, like, taking Anna's okay, and then we want to push through center and take the high ground here. And then pushing beyond Anna to Boris is a bit of a mission. So we'll focus on locking down center. And capturing Anna. So let's just get another tank in there.
Наше дело правое. Враг будет разбит. Победа будет за нами. На связи.
Probably just need a couple here, and then we want recon, so I'll just bring up both of these. Mottos Vedka. We'll have one go to the church and one. Let's see. We'll unload the back there, wait for the tanks to arrive. And then we'll push forwards. Left side's going to be a little bit blind. Let's drop one of these tanks so I can bring in a BRM. Those. And we'll do a BRDM just to sit a bit further back over here. Supply. And be brought up with us. Off we go. They're going to have like more stuff than us this time around. In the last battle, it was kind of more even, but this time we've got to be really careful not to lose too many T-64s at the beginning, because otherwise the Leopards will get really overwhelming.
Жду новых указаний.
Двигаемся скрытно. Выше нас только звезды.
Без тряски давай, не картошку везешь.
Впереди, товарищ командир.
Yeah, we can see some groups on this side. There's an Alouette there. Just get a Strela then, because they'll probably be using more of them. Morale. No idea where that tow's going. But the O'Connors are on target. Very good, very good.
Огонь по готовности. По местам. Понял. Стой. Сперва нужно осмотреться.
Жду новых указаний.
Bring in another BRDM for that. Oh, what's that? That is a Leopard convoy zooming down the left side of the map.
Давай назад. Стой. Сперва нужно осмотреться.
Жду ваших
Interesting.
указаний. Достанем их из-под земли.
Get some Gvozdikas to go poke those.
Проверка связи. Прием. Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили.
Ищем цель! Огонь по готовности!
They always seem to be on the opposite side to me. Like I'm choosing to play right side and sort of a little bit of honor, but then all their tanks are on the far left. It's so weird.
День твой последний приходит!
Да, товарищ командир. Ожидаем вас тут.
Estrella will come in here, take out the other bit, and then we can
Самый легкий
be a bit
путь,
more
чтобы были.
aggressive.
Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
Проверка связи. Прием. Развернем здесь наблюдательный
We'll have the Motorosvedka try and move up to the edge of that tree line near the crossroads.
Броня на связи!
I'm just fast moving this Strela because it actually doesn't need to be stationary to be 100% accurate. I say 100% accurate, I mean it's 60% accurate with the veterancy. But it's the same accuracy on the move.
Жду ваших указаний! Ищем цель! Огонь по готовности!
Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили. Выше нас только звезды. Газ заряжен. К бою
I start
готов.
poking that side.
Внимание.
Kind of need another recon here that's going to be able to see on the ridge without getting too close.
Разведвзвод, нормальный.
We'll get the BRM in the open here, and I think it can probably see up on the ridge because I don't want to poke the BRDM forwards because I think it's just going to be too close.
Удивить. Так точно, товарищ командир.
Торможу!
Готов.
I'm not taking any chances with that infantry. We'll just move the recon over here so we can see what's going on.
Весь во внимании.
Telling me they got Milans in those hills. Really?
Новых указаний. Быстрей, поехали.
There's Milans in those hills. I'm gonna bring up some machine guns on that side.
Ждем цели указаний. Газ заряжен. К бою готов. Готов. Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили. Стой, сперва нужно осмотреться.
Info is a little bit... Not seeing anything.
Экипаж танка к бою готов!
Самый легкий путь. Уже заметил. Пошел.
Gonna get some infantry that can sort of go through the tree lines so we don't get ambushed.
На связи!
Быстрее. Нужно оказаться там первыми.
Might actually just put them on fire at will.
Движение
Oh, good hit. Good hit. What was that? Jaguar got killed on the side. Nice.
Давно хотел. Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили. Ждем цели указаний. Газ заряжен. К бою готов.
Товарищ командир! День твой, товарищ командир! Торможу!
They both missed.
Хорошо горит!
Kind of impressive, to be honest.
Слушаю, товарищ командир.
Экипаж танка к бою готов!
Враг перед. Караул в ружье.
At the moment, I'm just trying to get the lay of the land,
Четко!
but it seems like not too much happening. Have the NSVs
За родину.
move up to the edge of the tree line so we can keep a couple on this right side to deal with any flanking infantry. Otherwise, I'm going to start consolidating my tanks on the high ground, and then we will Probably try and push towards Boris. I was hoping to see something here.
Быстрее! Нужно оказаться там первыми!
Not sure what these are. The looks. Yeah, there's a bunch of units there.
Указаний!
Good artillery targets.
Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Да, товарищ командир. Склонение 10 градусов. Огонь! Выше нас только звезды. День твой последний приходит. Буржуй. Готов. Разведвзвод в вашем распоряжении. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою. Ищем цель. Огонь по готовности.
Тыловое обеспечение на связи.
Еще один готов. Артиллерия ждет приказа. Склонение 10 градусов. Огонь!
Things are starting to kick off a bit.
Сделаем, товарищ командир. Хорошо горит. Молодец, товарищ.
Very nice. Good kill artillery coming in over here as well.
Огонь с коротких.
The big question on this map is always what happens when you come out the other side of this middle tree line. Like, do you just get smashed from all directions?
Артиллерия ждет приказа. Враг перед. Караул в ружье. Бою готов. Болванка в танк ударила. Хорошо горит.
Kinda need to take out the Milan more than the Leopard.
Молодец, наводчик.
Realised he doesn't have any smoke. I was trying to smoke there and he didn't have any left.
Товарищ командир.
Or maybe the artillery can finish the job. It did. Nice.
Громко и движение на горизонте.
This could well be a game where we want to win by conquest victory, because we're already ahead on conquest score. So it would be a total victory if we were to win by conquest. We have an opportunity to do so. If I can get a leader into the corner of here with a bunch of tanks supporting from the ridge, it's not really going to be much they can do.
Громко и четко.
I'm going to keep trying to
Товарищ
bring
командир.
T-64s over that aren't otherwise occupied.
Есть цель, командир.
Make sure to reload the Gavozdikers.
Нужна поддержка с воздуха.
Although that will use up a lot of ammunition. I will need to leave some supply for repair.
Начать движение. О контактах докладывать. Давай назад! Давно хотел посетить капсулу.
Ooh, okay. There they went. They're all on the far left.
Готов.
That's kind of crazy. What are they doing all the way over there?
Орудие готово, командир.
Right, let's just turn these off.
К кузову не подходить.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing all the way over there.
Выше нас только звезд. Быстрее. Нужно оказаться там первыми. Вперед! Ищем цели.
Эх, путь дорожка фронтовая.
Двигаемся скрытно. На связи. Вперед! Ищем цели. Царица полей,
So
слушай.
those are all holding my flank. We'll have the Strala move up with us, just so that in case there's any more helicopters we need to shoot down.
Мой свистят. К рейсу готов, товарищ командир.
If they're going to mess around over there, I don't think I'm going to like try and hunt them down. That seems like a bad idea. We could probably push into my flank, so I might have to leave a couple of T-64s here at least.
Движение на горизонте.
But what we're going to do is attempt to get this T-64 into this sector, which is going to be tough
Громко и четко.
because we're facing off against a town that could be full of Milans, and there's also potential for tanks to come down the side here and start engaging us too.
Выдвигаемся к цели.
We'll try and move forwards.
Взвод построен.
Those Monoshraki are slowly clearing that out for me.
К бою. Готов.
Got these ones that are going to move up in this direction.
Экипаж танка к бою готов. Разворачиваемся
Okay,
здесь.
that's the
Боеприпасы
problem.
заканчиваются. Орудие готово, командир.
Monsters, kill that, please. Same issue here. Oh,
Торможу.
yeah, these HDGMs are no joke.
Громко и четко.
If that's just a Milan that I can engage,
Скрыться.
move the BRM over.
В этот раз дойдем до Ла-Манша. Остановимся.
Should be enough.
Поражена. Проверка связи. Прием. Хорошо, горит.
Good.
Выполнению боевой задачи не отставать. Хорошо, горит. По местам.
Yeah, they're starting to probe into my flank there. We will bring up some T-64s to cover that side.
Новых указаний.
I need smoke on the C-64. And I think we'll just probably try and get it next to the Motorzvedka there.
Товарищ командир.
Seems like I'm able
Ищем
to
цель. Огонь по готовности.
get my T-64s quite far up. Let's just keep the Monostraki running through here just to make sure that's clear.
По местам. Аты-баты шли солдаты. Готовы вдарить, товарищ командир.
And we can see this infantry, and I would let my Goroskas fire, but it seems like a waste.
Вперед! Ищем цели! Я броня! Цель обнаружена! Поехали уже!
Okay,
Разворачиваемся.
good. That's +4. Now we just gotta clear their leader out, make it like a plus. What would it be? +7. It may react to me capturing this though. It looks like they may be pushing more aggressively. Put that on hold fire so it doesn't die.
К бою!
I'll have my BB
Огонь в
start
коробке!
moving down.
Проверка связи! Прием! Экипаж танка к
So
бою
ideally I
готов.
don't want to engage that leopard alone. We want like 2v1 in the town if we're gonna be that close. Or I wait and we get the Motostraki in. But we'll just leave the T-64s here.
Готов! Быстрее!
That allows me to get the BRM forwards a bit more. Then we can actually see those targets. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that would have been a rear shot as well.
На связи!
Very good hit.
Цель! Огонь по готовности!
Move the other T-64 into line of sight, please.
Малый торможу!
Or 2 direct hits there. Just smoke that. I don't want that being shot.
Может, чайку? Без тряски давай.
Прямое попадание! По местам! Задним ходом марш! Хорошо,
Yeah, this
горит!
certainly seems to have riled them up
Рису готов, товарищ командир.
in testing here.
Добавим огневой мощи. Газ заряжен. К бою готов. Хорошо горит.
Actually, let's do it more like this. Is that mortar firing from?
Ударила. Корректируй огонь. Жду ваших указаний. Вперед! Ищем цели! Еще один готов! Проверка связи. Прием. Еще бы чуть-чуть! Быстрее! Нужно оказаться там первыми! Остановимся.
Yeah, I don't want to waste too much ammo.
Враг перебит. Караул в ружье.
К кузову не подходить.
That one's already been used
Война
up.
войной, а обед по
This one's
расписанию.
used up.
Есть цель, командир. Склонение 10 градусов. Огонь!
Okay, the left side of that town is covered.
Болванка в танк
Let's shift these
ударила!
back, and I might as well move forward some more to Rozvedka. I may just put a couple of these on counter battery.
Орудие готово, командир.
Maybe these three further up.
Готов к бою.
День твой, последний приходит!
Good kill.
Буржуй!
Давай быстрее, пока нас не заметили. Добавим огневой мощи. Оружие на изготовку.
NSV proving useful there.
Вперед! Ищем цели! Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
Одним империалистом меньше. Проверка, давай, стой! Сперва нужно осмотреться.
Боекомплекта больше нет!
That's a lot of stuff.
Орудие готово, командир. Шире шаг. Движение на горизонте. Электирная огонь. Красная армия всех
Mr. Monostraki, run! Run! Ah,
Экипаж танка к бою готов!
that's sad.
Движение на горизонте. Выполнение боевой задачи готов.
Боекомплекта больше нет! По местам!
Gonna let them come in the town there.
Хорошо горит!
Oh, the leader got killed while I wasn't looking. Cheeky.
Жду приказов. Ады-баты.
I'm actually just gonna jump into the next building. Should be able to find some nice side shots.
Жми назад, держать, бойцы. Я броня. Одним империалистом меньше.
Боекомплекта больше нет!
BRM got killed.
Вперед! Ищем цели!
I don't want to lose my recon. We already lost the BRDM.
Царица по
Right, good kills over here at least.
Быстрей! Нужно нагнать своих! Я броня! Цель, товарищ командир! День твой, последний приходит! Буржуй!
We'll let the T-64s move forwards there. Start engaging.
Боекомплекта больше нет! Жду ваших... Еще бы чуть-чуть!
And these can fall back.
Склонение 10 градусов. Огонь!
Весь во внимании! На связи!
Огонь по готовности. По нам ведут сильный огонь.
Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
Ждем цели указания.
Good.
Остановимся.
Молодец, наводчик! Жду
Right, let's
ваших
get back
указаний.
away from this with these low health tanks so we don't lose
Товарищ
those.
командир,
Another Alouette has appeared. Another wild Alouette on the flank.
громко и четко! Болванка в танк ударила! Задним ходом марш!
По вашему приказу бегом марш!
If I can get some Monostraki into this town, that would be huge.
На связи! Враг перед!
I really need these to hit though.
Болванка в танк ударила! Громко и четко!
It's just crazy how accurate those are.
Артиллерия ждет приказа. Электируй огонь.
Болванка в танк ударила! По местам! Молодец, наводчик!
And they're certainly kicking up more of a fuss now.
командир. Молодец, наводчик. Мехвод, к ориентиру вперед. Понял,
Yeah.
готов. Вперед! Огонь с коротких! Я броня! Цель обнаружена! Хорошо горит!
Just keep moving back there.
Жду ваших указаний. Торможу! Боекомплекта больше нет! Громко и четко!
Another leopard. He's coming up close.
Вперед! Ищем цели! Хорошо горит! Еще бы чуть-чуть и... Торможу! Броня на связи! Хорошо горит! Боекомплекта больше нет! Броня на связи!
Oh boy.
Я броня! Цель обнаружена!
This is crazy. Where are my Urals at?
Поворот не пропустили?
So that one can sell, that one can sell, that one can sell.
На связи! Задним ходом
These are kind of holding somehow. I need to like pull the BRDM back.
Цель обнаружена! Стой! Сперва нужно осмотреться! Давно хотел посетить там страну!
I think my best bet is just to replace them with full health ones. They're gonna have a lot
Начать выполнение боевой задачи готов.
of
Молодец!
Обнаружен противник.
a
Приготовиться
lot
к
of
бою.
units, a lot of tanks that I've got to get through.
Давно хотел посетить там страну! Хорошо горит! Проверка связи, прием! Так точно, товарищ командир! Вперед! Огонь с коротких!
Враг перед. Караул в ружье.
На связи!
These can just be sort of reserve, I suppose.
Огонь по готовности!
Штаб
Do I
разведка
get this leader in there? I don't know. I think we go more Monostralki, try and get into Boris, get into the town.
Молодец, наводчик!
Добавим огневой мощи. Не отставать.
У новых указаний!
Есть такая профессия. Поехали уже.
На связи!
Our limited recon really
Хорошо
makes this
горит.
difficult.
Ищем цель! Огонь по готовности! Удивить, значит победить. Нормальные герои всегда идут в обход. К рейсу готов, товарищ командир. Эх, путь дорожка фронтовая.
I think this front is actually the most scary right now. They're just like individually sending these leopards down, and my T-64 BVs are slowly but surely losing health.
Громко и четко. Вперед! Огонь с коротких!
Передислоцируюсь. Разворачиваемся здесь.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Okay, there we go. In testing once more.
У нас потери.
Definitely going to keep flooding the BMPs up and try and get into the backside of this town like that.
Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться
Because if
к
I can
бою.
get eyes on the other side of the town, or we can see what's in here, then we'll get a really nice amount of artillery down.
Болванка по местам.
A little bit of counter battery won't hurt.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Может, бахнем? На связи. Артиллерия ждет приказа. Корректируй огонь.
That's kind of playing with fire, don't you think, Mr. BMP?
Цель обнаружена. Громко и четко.
Орудия готовы, командир. Еще один готов. Остановимся. В вашем распоряжении. Обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
The BMPs, I want to keep at range up on the ridge.
Буржуй, Красная Армия всех сильней.
That's a load of tanks leaving.
Молодец, наводчик. Я броня. Цель обнаружена. На связи. Боекомплекта больше нет. Торможу.
It's actually most of the heavy tanks leaving, including the Leopard leader. Well, let's just stay in that building for a sec.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена. Товарищ командир, хорошо горит. Сдаем назад. Аккуратно.
Ады-баты шли солдаты.
Surprised I can still see that.
Хорошо горит. Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Ждем цели указаний. Второй взвод.
All the infantry on this side are getting wrecked.
Ищем цель.
Служу Советскому Союзу.
Боекомплекта больше нет. Болванка в танк ударила.
Движение на горизонте. Корректируй огонь. Цель поражена.
К бою готов.
Okay, we just unload those.
Боекомплекта больше нет. Броня на
And
связи.
yeah, these BMPs can kind of
Из-под земли. По местам.
stay on this side of the town.
Боекомплект пуст, товарищ командир. Выполнение боевой задачи готов. Цель поражена. Готов к бою. Отделение, стой.
Good damage.
Да, товарищ командир. Заряжен. К бою готов. Осторожно, готов. Балансу приказу взвод построить. Сильный огонь.
День твой последний приходит. Буржуй.
Раненый периодистов. Кажется, нам конец.
Seeing if I can push those forwards a little bit.
Я ранен. Корректируй огонь.
Ah, the leader on the recon died.
Огонь с коротких.
Pretty annoying how they got pushed out there.
Баланс обнаружен противник. Приготовиться к бою.
Задним ходом марш. Боекомплекта больше нет.
I feel like with the artillery coming in, we should be
Огонь с коротких.
at a big advantage with this tank engagement.
Я броня. Цель обнаружена.
Ады-баты, разговорчики в строю. Я ранен. Да, товарищ командир. Внимание, 10 градусов. Огонь!
Alright, well that's victory by conquest.
Я броня. Цель
Not often I do that, but yeah, we had the opportunity to get the total victory this way, so why not? In the end, 159 kills to 15 losses is really not too bad if it wasn't for losing 3 recon units. That's tough. That being said, on the left side, recon's not as much of an issue to lose. Like we get all the BMP2s back, so yeah, BRDM, Motosharki dying, T64, BRM 1K. We lost like 5 units in that fight. I think that went pretty well.
Tally two.
We're continuing to really whittle them down. The fatigue is growing on these units quite rapidly. So that was a fantastic attack into Hildesheim. And I think we're kind of done with the attacks there now. So we'll be looking to move other forces towards the beginning of the next episode. Because unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. Gonna leave it there. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.